Look, I can't help but think that now might be a good time for a little fire and ice. Please.
Oh, do not know. It's never a good time for fire and ice.
What happens when you mix fire and ice?
Warm water, baby.
It's bubbling, baby. Warm water. Warm water.
It is I was going to say Wednesday. It's not a Wednesday. It is a Saturday afternoon. Jesus Christ, my days are all kinds of messed up. We is Fire and Ice. We are over here at Buffalo Wild Wings, 655 Sunland Park Drive. Mike Tipton, Brandon, the Iceman Cohn. We are joined by our friend OT, UTEP basketball legend Omar Thomas. Black Jesus is what he's known as well. But Brandon, before we get into all the stuff that OT is doing, tell us about the Pick Six special that they got going on over here at
Pick
B-Dubs.
Six, you get 2 entrees, you get 2 sides, 2 fountain drinks. If you want to add on to dessert, you can. All for $19.99. Talk about the grease of the century, OT. Look at all this food, man. I mean, you and I would be able to put it away. You know, this guy, he puts one away on his own. 3 and a half, you got to be able to try here at B-Dubs, you know?
That's the way to do it. 655 Sunland Park Drive. That's the place to come out to, not just every Saturday, but every damn day. Some of the best wings in El Paso. I know it's sacrilege to say that about like a big chain place,
yes,
but really some of the best wings in El Paso.
Crispy. Yeah.
All right, OT, you have left my alma mater, Socorro High School. I was sad whenever I heard that news. I cried a little bit. That's why we had to delay you coming on last week. We had to delay it. I had to get my tears and everything out. Let us know a little bit about what you're doing over at Canutillo High School now.
Same position, PE, head coach. First of all, I want to, shout out to Socorro. They invested in me, the admin, Dr. E, Dr. Astorga, great friend of mine. He's seen my vision. I led a good team, a little different. You don't have the talent to compete in the 6A level, but my guys played for me. They worked hard. They were hungry. You just don't have enough. At the Canuts, we're in the 5A. We still got some battles. El Paso High, Chapin. I got a good squad. Junior based, hungry. Great coaching staff. That's hungry. Bring energy every day. It's a little different feel. A little bit more talent. Real great energy. Huge family support. So yeah. So it's a little different. I'm a West Sider, so it was like a perfect fit. I'm an Eagle fan, went to an Eagle, so yeah.
But I mean, certainly it's a job that you can't pass up. I mean, talk about moving up in terms of, KU and their rich history with basketball and football. And that's just a tremendous opportunity for you. And as we noted, it's going to be challenging, but what a great opportunity for you overall, though.
It is. I'm looking forward to the challenge, compete against, Chapin's probably one of the best high schools and probably in this part of Texas. So it's definitely going to be challenging, but I'm up for it. The kids, they invested right now. So the coaches invested, parents are invested. Like there's a lot of good energy, buzz, so we're going to see what we can do now.
What's the most rewarding part about being a coach? Because I know this is something that you've been wanting to do for a while. Finally being able to go out, help mold young minds. What's the best part about being a coach?
Just seeing the growth of the kids, especially when you had them as a freshman, you get to see them develop on and off the court, turn into young men and be successful. That's my biggest goal is to, groom them to be great young men, but I also want to be able to brag and say I sent a couple kids to school. So that's the most rewarding thing for me because I have the connects. I just didn't have the talent to help certain individuals to get to the next level.
And you mentioned, Chapin. I mean, the runs that they've made. I think it's interesting the way we have the 2 UTEP connections with yourself and Tevin Caldwell as now the head coaches at Canutillo and Chapin. Talk about how great that is, not only for the city and the community, but I mean, the fact that we also have that UTEP connection, which is certainly tremendous overall.
Honestly, it's 3. Because you got Gene.
Okay.
Gene's at Entrees. It's good because we played at a high level. I played at a little higher level than those guys, but just to see former UTEP standouts get an opportunity to coach. So, it should be more of us. It should be like some Jason Williams. We got Miguel Ayala at Franklin. He don't want to be a head coach, but I think he'll be a good head coach if he wanted to be. So it's a great opportunity. The kids, they like to look you up, and the respect becomes a little bit more higher and appreciative when they can look you up, with the social media, internet, I think my coach did it. It's not like I'm just telling you, no, I've done it. I've been there. I know the steps to success. So in that aspect, it brings a different level of trust in the coach.
Have any of the kids decided they want to step up to Black Jesus yet to go one-on-one with you?
At Socorro, yes, they did. I had a couple former players over the years. I want to say Danny, Isaiah. Yeah, I went about 7-0 against my Socorro guys. Yeah.
I remember last season, of course, at Austin, we played you the 2 years that that I was there, and it sucked because you beat our. I asked this both times. Last year had to play you at Socorro, and the year before, of course, at Austin, and I was like, sitting there kibitzing with you last year before the game started. You took about 30 shots and you didn't miss one.
Oh no!
I mean, you didn't miss one, dude.
No, that's the way I stay in shape.
Obviously,
I don't play basketball no more. I'll shoot around during PE. Yeah. So, but honestly, in all perspectives, we're supposed to be a 418.
Thank you.
You
that's
know what
nice.
I mean? Like,
that's kind of you. Thank you.
We're supposed to do that, but it doesn't happen that way. And honestly, we get you guys early before your football players come and all that. So, yeah. So
second game of the year. We beat your ass if our players.
Yes.
So if our football players were there, we beat your ass. Just saying. And we would. You wouldn't have no chance.
Honestly, yeah. Because
I'm gonna get my redemption on you one day. Don't worry.
Not on the west side, you won't. But,
no, you're right. He's not wrong. We have a Canutillo tournament this year. We have a Canutillo tournament.
Really?
Austin does. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna see you again. Don't worry.
I try like any schools, small schools that's big with football players. I try to get them early if I can.
So
I didn't have that luxury at Socorro to have football players like represent the varsity program, and that's huge. I know at Canutillo, I don't know if they varsity, but I know some football players do play at the lower level. But that's what it's all about. Having multi-athletes play different sports. I mean, like, you can't put everything in one basket. I wish we had a football team growing up in high school. So we didn't. So we had to run cross country or track. So you had to play two sports. Yeah.
The game, it's changed so much in the last 20-something years, since you've played collegiately. And really, I think the last few years we've seen it change and evolve. How has it changed and evolved mostly since your playing days, and the biggest differences you've seen thus far?
Mindset. Just I used to go in the gym 3-4 hours. It's different workload. The speed. They're more athletic. They're more talented, so they don't put as much work in as like the old schoolers. But like, you still can accomplish the same goals. But it's just a mindset. They and it's the social media. Like, they go in there, shoot around for 30-40 minutes. And it's like, oh, I put that work in. Yeah. So, but the difference is, like, the guys that really about the grind, they put in that real work. So, like, it's the mentality. It's the all-year basketball, so they don't think that they still have to work out, because when you play City League, you play AAU, you're not really working on your game. You're just hooping. You're just playing. So that's the biggest thing, and that's why there's so many injuries, because the body don't get time to rest no more. Because even in high school, think about it. Football is all year long. Football should never be all year long. It's too demanding on your body. Like, every sport now is all year long. And when do you rest? You can't be a multi-athlete. I mean, think about it. If you're a football, basketball, track, like, when do you have time? Like, you don't get a break. Your body's going to shut down at some point. So it's just different, and me being a high school coach, I try to get away from the traditional 6 days. This pounding, like practicing. No. Like, we won 2 games this week. We're gonna have off on Saturday. We might come in, do yoga, a light stretch, light little lift. Like, you got to change it up. You got to change it up because the players' bodies are not as strong as they used to be. You know, they're more talented, but they're weaker, and mentally they're weaker. You know, like you can't get on the kids' butt. You know, they break down, and the parents, it's just a different psychological method right now.
How difficult is it for you as a coach? Like, I want to say we're a little more old school, like this little group here, right? Like we're all in our 40s. We grew up a little bit. You know, when you mess up, you're gonna get yelled at a little bit like that. How difficult is it for you as a coach to be like, look, I cannot coach these kids the way that I was coached up. I got to kind of change my method to meet their, needs as of right now.
You just got to change with the time. You got to know your surroundings. You got to know your group. Like you got some kids that you can coach in MF and be tough with them, but the overall, no, because now you're mentally abusing my kid. You're bullying him. Like it's a whole different approach.
Everybody's very sensitive.
The whole world is sensitive, and yes. So you got to be a player's coach, because I don't know if you noticed, like a lot of coaches in college have stepped down because they can't coach the same way. Like you got to have like a personal relationship with the kids, and in college you don't. Kids not staying for 4 years no more. So like it's a business. So but in high school, you got to build a relationship so they can trust you, and you can not talk to them crazy, but like to motivate them, like get on their butts. So it's a fine line, man. Everything you got to watch how you say it. You got to watch how you word it.
You got to read the room more than ever, right?
Yes.
And the most interesting thing, being a fellow coach now for this is year three for me at Austin, but the most intriguing thing overall, I feel, is that you are in a situation where you have everybody and their brother, wants to play, everybody. But then I realize more than anything, this isn't the YMCA. It's not participation awards. We're there to win the game, obviously. And you want to play everybody. You want to be as fair as you can to everybody. But then you also experience there's a lot of kids that, hey, you want to play, but we got to make sure we play to win the game ultimately.
That's the most difficult part of coaching in high school. You got guys that come to work every day,
tough,
and think that they deserve to play, which they ultimately they do. Everyone gets a chance, but like at the end of the day, like I still got to win to save my coaching job. Not the teaching job, but like I want to be successful. Like this is not middle school, and a lot of people think, well, I'm here every day, and I'm busting my tail, but you got to have some talent too. And you're going to play the best players. You try to give everybody an opportunity, but it's like life. It's not fair. You might be the best candidate, but you might not get the job. You got to put the work in. It's got to be the right situation, and when your opportunity comes, you got to take advantage of it. It may not be many. If I put you in the game for 3 minutes, you got to be productive in that 3 minutes. That 3 minutes, we go down 6, or the point differential goes when you're in the game, we're negative all the time. So like now I got to change my mindset and like my approach. Well, I need to play you with certain guys, or you got to show and prove to me that you deserve to be on the court. So that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing, B.
Have you ever shown them that video? I know it's kind of new, where like LeBron James and Kevin Durant, they're talking about like Tyrese Halliburton. It's in the Olympics, right? And, they're all up there in front of the stage and like, not everyone's going to get a chance to play this Olympics. We want to win. Like, we're going to put the best team forward. And Tyrese Halliburton's looking around like, well, KD's going to play. LeBron's going to play. And they're talking about me.
Hey, honestly, I've never seen that one though. But at that level, they are pros. They high level pros. What do you mean the best players going to play? Y'all, this is the best of the best. But like, that's just show you like what's his name? Halliburton?
Tyrese Halliburton, yes.
He had a hell of a run.
Yeah.
He was probably one of the best guards in the league that year. And you're gonna tell him he's not gonna play?
Yeah, right.
Well, and then for him to sit back and be like, you know what? Yeah. Like this is like it shows like the level of humility, I guess, humbleness as well. To be like, look, if this is what it's got to be. Like, yeah, it sucks, but ultimately the team's success, winning that gold medal, is the number one thing.
The problem now, I want to say, no one cares about team success. It's about me. I'm the next one up. It's about me. But if you can, like, I try to tell my kids, I got humbled at UTEP. You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming from averaging 40 points in JUCO, first team All-American. I was playing 12, 14 minutes until the Sun Bowl Classic, and then I got MVP of the Sun Bowl Classic. I think I averaged 35 in 2 games. Now that changed the whole perspective because now I put pressure on Billy Gillespie, and then the fans and the media like, hey, you got a guy that just scored 30 against. I want to say it was like Mississippi Valley State, and then we beat Princeton that year.
Yep,
my first year. So now that changed the whole narrative of how Coach Gillespie had to play me because I was only averaging like 7 to 8 points at that time. I wound up averaging like 16 points. But like when your opportunity, when your number is called, you just got to be ready.
No doubt.
Because I was humbled. Trust me. Like I came here. I'm like, UTEP sucked. You know.
Which they did.
Yeah, you know, they sucked. Yeah, they sucked. So,
what do you mean did?
Well, they still do. Yeah.
So my whole mentality was like, you know, I had offers from bigger schools, but I was like, you know, I seen the environment. I went out for like 2 days. We had wine. Former player of UTEP. He was like the main guy that take the players out to on visits. You know, he was cool with Filiberto. We went out, me, him, Jason Williams, Brent Murphy, Roy, Joe, like the whole team. And I'm like, energy was good. You know, I'm looking on the newspapers and all that. You know, me and Philly and Jason was like highly recruited out of JUCO. So I'm like, oh man, like if I come here and do my thing, it's gonna be because of me. It just happened to work out that way. Yeah. But like that was my mindset. Like they suck. I can go in there and get some minutes. I can make a name for myself. Sure. That was my mentality at the time. And kids need to understand that. Like they don't worry about personal statistics. Hey, worry about fitting in, do your job, and then build off that. But a lot of kids like really forget that. It's about me.
I mean, you think about like any championship level team, right? And like I said, I think the thing that, or like you said, the thing that sucks now is like you see a lot of these kids and they don't worry so much about what, like how good the team is as long as I get mine, right? Like that's where the mindset is in this. But you look at, you know, all these championship teams, and a lot of the guys that stand out are going to be the dudes that are like those role players, right? Like OG Anunoby. He's not the main all-star on the Knicks, but he's the dude who won the damn series for him with that tip-in and all that stuff coming back from 29 down, right? Like, you have to have those dudes. Robert Horry, you got to have those glue guys that are just there to, like, you know, make sure they know their role and they perform their role the best that they possibly can.
It's because the parents, they believe the kid is better than what they really are.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got kids that plays on City League. They pay to play. And they go down to a lower division, lower competition, so to speak, and they're killing. Then when they get to the high school level, it's a little different. Now you got structure, you got plays, you got to fit in with how I want to do things, and you know you got other good players, and they can't adjust. That's the biggest thing. You know, everybody wants to be the superstar. No one wants to be a role player. And if you think about it, like, Jay Will was a great role player. Like I looked at him like Scottie Pippen. He was smart. He could score it. He could rebound. He could defend. But his IQ, like he knew like OT is going to be the scorer. But he played his part, and we all became pros. You know what I mean? Like we all knew our roles. So that's the biggest thing, that you got to understand what you can do, what you bring to the table. And a lot of kids don't think that. A lot of kids think that out. I play in the City League on the west side or the east side, and I'm averaging 20, so I can average 20 in high school. No, it don't work that way. It's hard to average 20 points. That means a bad night you got to score 15. On a good night, you're scoring 20 to 25 to average 20. And a lot of kids, I'm a bucket. No. It's hard to be a bucket, trust me, because you're getting everyone's best every night. So if you average 15 points, I'm gonna put my best defender on you every night. Now you're gonna start forcing shots and night. I had a kid at Socorro, I'm not going to say his name, good freshman, quit. Had some potential. Like, what's going on? I realized basketball wasn't for me. You know, it was hard. Like, I got a better chance of getting an academic scholarship than the basketball. But, and that's fine. But a lot of kids got to understand that too. Like, are you planning to try to go to the next level? Or are you planning just to get through high school? So once I understand your goals as far as athletics, I know how to coach you, because you got some guys that's willing to. This is what they want. They want to get a scholarship. They want to try to pursue their career, but not just say it. You got to show me and put the work in. Because I had a lot of guys, coach, I want to play at the next level. Well, you come to practice 5 minutes before. I mean, like
yeah, good luck.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like at Socorro, it was, in practice, you got guys show up 5-6 minutes before practice time. We already lost.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and the only bad thing I have to say about Socorro, like, you don't have the numbers, and they got you by the balls.
Of course.
Pretty much, because like you if you coach too hard, they gonna quit on you.
Yep.
And you don't have the numbers. Like at Pebbles, it was different. When I was a freshman coach under Duty Escobar, and I was with Tevin Caldwell, I had 70 kids for freshmen.
Crazy.
70. So I got to cut 40 kids, which is unbelievable, which is a great feeling, because now your best player you can challenge. At Socorro, you can't really challenge them because they know there's no one that can take their place. So I don't have to work as hard because I'm Socorro good. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the biggest difference. I got some horses over here, but now I can challenge my best player because I got somebody that's probably not as good, but work hard, and I can get the same results from that other player. That's the biggest difference.
Just for me, as someone that graduated from Socorro and remembers, our basketball program, we weren't the greatest, but we always were competitive, and we had, a ton of people there. Like, I tried out for the team a bunch of times, made it my freshman year, not so much afterwards, any of that. What is going on with that, where a school that big isn't getting the amount of students to actually try to go out for these games? Because again, that's a 6A school with a ton of kids. You should have your pick.
You know what? And Socorro has done wonders for me and my family, as far as, supporting me. My daughter graduated with a nursing degree and associates. So
Awesome.
Socorro is more so like a magnet school. Like, it's
okay.
You got HBA, you got early college, you got the engineering stuff. So like it's more so like we got a lot of students, but they're not athletes. So a lot of them are like females, and they're career driven. So that's the hardest part. Like you got my daughter, for example. She's a basketball player, but she's about to be a nurse. So what's really more important? Like, you want to play basketball, but it don't lead to no scholarship. The end game, it's fun.
Sure.
You hang out with the girls and all that, but Socorro is a great magnet school. Like, okay. I think we was a B campus this past year, which is Dr. Astorga did phenomenal. Like I call him the Mexican Joe Clark. Is that his name from Lean on Me?
Oh yeah, that one dude. I think so. I think I know. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like that type of principal. Like, yeah.
Okay.
So it's more so academics. If you go to Socorro right now, it's not more so athletics. It's academics. If your child's about it and trying to pursue a profession, you go to Socorro. Socorro has great programs. Yes.
Okay.
Fire tech and all that. Yes. P tech. Yes.
What coach of all the coaches you've had has had the greatest influence on you and the way you coach now, and pretty much, rubbed off to where you see them in yourself as a coach now?
I tried the Billy approach. So I try to take all the positive and negative out of all my coaches. I played 13 years, and junior college, high school, but I probably have to say Doc. Doc could get on your ass a little bit, but he's a great dude.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, he had a family, so it wasn't all about basketball. Like, he wants to win. Don't get me wrong. He's X's and O's, but like off the court, like genuine. And that's how I am. Like, I'm on your ass, but my players respect. Like, all my players give me hugs. I just met these dudes at Socorro. At the practice, is hugs, daps. Like, I try to build that relationship with my players because basketball stops. And for most kids in El Paso, especially, it's going to stop at the high school. Mm-hmm. So I try to build relationships with them, and I be real with them, just like I'll do with my son and my daughter. Just keep it 100 with them. Like, look, basketball going to stop. You got to be true to basketball for it to reward you. The basketball guy's going to reward you when you put in the work. You can't tell me you want to put in the work and you don't play outside of here. That doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like growing up in Philly, like we had to play AAU. We played in Greater Philadelphia. We played in Sunny Hill. I got to play against Ed Griffin, DeJuan Wagner, Jameer Nelson. Like you gotta compete against other guys because they're the guys that you're competing with for scholarship. It's not just El Paso. El Paso is a small part of Texas. You got to go and compete against Carthage, Duncanville, guys in San Antonio. Like, yeah, that's who you're competing with. Sure. And these guys think, oh, I'm the best in El Paso. Okay, think about it. Everybody in college, first team All City. Jason Williams, first team All Louisiana. I'm Player of the Year in Philly. First team All State. Tofi, one of the best players in San Francisco. Roy was the best player in Houston. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting the best of the best. And that's what you're competing against for scholarships.
You know, it's hard to believe that it's been over 22 years now since that program has been relevant. Essentially, I mean, obviously there was 2010, but damn, it's been a while. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Think about it.
I've been down there to watch Joe. Joe's a good friend of mine. Joe and Cox and Kevin. It's just different, man. Like, you gotta have.
You gotta make money.
You gotta have money,
you know?
And I think if Joe can somehow win, if he wins, he's gonna leave for sure. But we got a crap ton of money here. We got old money in El Paso.
Not enough though.
You do.
No, we do. They
money.
just don't spend
They
it.
don't spend it.
You have money. Yeah. But you got to win. If you win,
it helps. Obviously,
UTEP would be one of the best programs in the Mountain West because we got the fan base. You got the support. Like my 2 years at UTEP, I don't think I paid for a meal. Like legit. Like when I go out, free drinks, free food, energy. Like it's crazy.
Why do you think I befriended you?
No, this is a great spot, but you just gotta win. It's so hard now with the NIL.
Yeah,
like we can't go to J-Town no more. It got dangerous because that was a selling point when I was getting recruited here. We went to J-Town. I want to say $10 all you can drink. So it's
those were some good days.
You know, you had a campus where you used to go to parties with Demps and Thomas Howard and all of them. Like, so like you had a strong culture.
Times, man.
Now I go to Cincinnati. I don't want to go out no more. Me and my wife, we drive down Mesa. Like Cincinnati is dead.
Oh yeah.
I mean, after a basketball game, I mean, you can move. When we played, like you could move, but like there's no attraction no more to UTEP.
Unfortunately,
it's sad, but like the way if Joe can turn it around, he got some players this year. He got some players.
I think that's where it comes down to, right? It's like, you can have the team and El Paso will rally around UTEP, but you got to give us something to rally around, right? Like with y'all were a NCAA tournament team. You know what I mean? Like it was nice to go out there, see this team going out there and winning, doing their thing. The same thing with UTEP football at the time. Like they might not have been great. They might not have won any bowl games or anything like that. But they were good, right? They were competitive.
Yes.
Whenever you look at this UTEP football team and they're losing by an average of 27 points a game, that ain't nothing to say. You don't want to watch that, right? So to me, it's like, okay, how can we get UTEP back to that where it's just become competitive and the city of El Paso will be there trying to support you?
Selling point. It comes down to money too. Money is the biggest thing, and it's tricky because now go back to 04, 05. So you got a guy, give you an example. You got Chris Craig, right?
Oh, yeah, he was great.
He was a starting
good three-point shooter,
starting guard.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's making more money than me, but I'm a better player than him now, like it's more so like players are pocket watching.
Yeah. Of course.
You know what I mean? And now that becomes a problem in the locker room. You get more money than me, but I'm averaging 15. You averaging 6. You starting
bad blood.
Yes, the energy, like that's what it's become. You know what I mean? Like it's not about winning. Now it's about money.
That's it. They're all professionals.
Yes,
they're all professionals.
And like Do you want to win a national championship? I make $1 million a year.
Hell no.
You
I
don't
want the
care.
money. Give me the
Yes.
shekels, right?
No one cares. Like, and
They don't.
you gotta have a coach like a Dusty May, like one of those type coaches that you got pros, but buy into like the overall goal.
Mhm.
Everybody don't have a 5-year plan no more. It's this year. Where can I get my next money? Boom, 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 boom. Because a lot of these guys not going pro, but if I can make $4 or $5 million,
You're good.
I mean, that's life changing money in college. You still get your school paid for. Think about it. No one's graduating no more. You're going from UTEP, USC, Arizona. They ain't even got the same program. So like, you make $4 million. You ain't got no education. You get hurt. It's over. It's over.
You get a day
And
job.
the $4
but you got your
million
money.
is only about 2 at the taxes. Depends on what state you in. So like, you gotta educate these guys on money too. Money management and stuff like that. So
They'll piss it all away.
yes,
They'll piss it all away. It ain't gonna last long.
yes,
But it's interesting though, because first off, you move to the Mountain West, new conference. You think, okay, prosperous times ahead, better television revenue, play bigger programs. They got the football program this year. They got some huge money games, obviously. Michigan, Oklahoma. You're gonna get your tuchuses kicked. More money, though, you would hope leads to more prosperous times and being able to pay better athletes. But boy, if they're just a doormat in a more difficult conference, then that's going to be a little bleak, possibly. You know what I mean?
yes. It's difficult, man. Like you got to do what the Indiana coach did.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
he brought his James Mason guys, two-star athletes. It's great to have a 5-star.
Sure.
5-star.
You don't need them though.
5 stars not hungry no more.
No.
They got big upsides, but you rather have a 2 and 3-star. Give them a little bit. Let them taste a little bit of money, and they stay hungry.
Sure.
The guy's not hungry no more. 4 and 5-star athletes, you get some that's dogs, but they're not hungry.
And that's the thing too, is like you can buy those stars now.
Yeah,
But like that's a crazy thing. You can just go out there and buy those stars now. I'm gonna put a bunch of money in,
Yes.
and now I'm a 5-star recruit.
Yes. And if you don't play them, it's on you.
Yeah.
You lose out on your own investment.
And the biggest programs aren't getting the best players anymore.
No. You don't.
Because
You don't need them.
Who's got the friends of the program and the shekels? You know what I mean?
They divas now.
Yeah, they are. They're all divas.
So let's talk about UTEP moving over to the Mountain West now,
Okay.
right? Like this is going to be year number 1 for them football program. I've been on record saying if they win a game, I'd be surprised. I think maybe one game we can get, right?
If we're lucky.
But we're talking about that TV deal and the amount of money that might come into UTEP based off of that TV deal. That TV deal expires at the end of this season. And the Mountain West,
1 year.
yeah,
Just as crazy.
because it was the remnants of what was made from the
Okay,
past, right?
gotcha.
When the Mountain West had the Boise States and the bigger name teams. Now that TV contract is up. The Mountain West is not going to get that type of money that it had because you don't have those teams anymore. Sure, you have Air Force. Sure, you have a couple of other places, but
Hawaii.
those
Wait,
teams.
Tom, who's in the Mountain West?
Hawaii, Air Force. Is it San Jose State?
Yes.
We
now.
have Nevada,
Wyoming.
Let's see. We have
UNLV.
UNLV. So some of your former WAC foes, obviously,
Okay.
which are good.
So you have Air Force, Grand Canyon University, Hawaii, Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota State, Northern Illinois, San Jose State, UC Davis, UNLV, UTEP, and Wyoming.
And
That's just football. That's basketball too.
I think that's both.
Those are the full members. Yeah.
It's
So
watered
they
down.
play both.
It's watered down. from
UC
what it was.
Davis?
Yeah.
UC
That's
Davis.
like
Doesn't want to have
a Big
UC.
West.
UC
Yes.
Davis is great.
Well, no, I mean, we got Northern Illinois now,
Hey, we got
too.
Northern Illinois. Hey, we got North Dakota State, don't you know?
North Dakota State.
Hey,
Like,
the Mighty Bisons. I don't even know if they're the Bison, but you know what? They're North Dakota nice up there. No, but yeah, exactly. You cringing because you know what? It's like when you guys first went over to see USA. You won the WAC championship that year. And remember that you got your, the tournament championship. Okay. And then boom, you moved to see USA, and then right away it's almost dismantled.
Yes.
Similar situation where we've lost some better teams in the Mountain West.
I didn't play in the see USA. Both my years I was whack.
Okay.
So the transition was good that first year because they were loaded. Which you had UNC Charlotte, Memphis. Who else?
You had Tulane still.
Tulane. You had Houston.
It was loaded.
And then they just dismantled.
Everybody left.
Yes, and it's not the same Conference USA. The Mountain West is not like the old Mountain West, but I think it's a good challenge for UTEP.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have Nevada, obviously, Hawaii, the former
Big time rivalries. Nevada.
Mexico.
New Mexico.
I mean, that's And that's where you guys won it that year in Nevada. Remember the tournament was in Nevada?
Yes.
When you won it, yeah.
When they lost to Boise State, Gerald Carlson hit like a buzzer beater. Yeah.
It was great.
But that's what I'm saying, right? So like we leave Conference USA, which was this conference that was mediocre at best, right?
Mediocre. Yeah.
Now that you've lost Colorado State, Utah State, Boise State, right? Like you've lost those schools out of the Mountain West no more. You don't have those anymore. The Mountain West TV deal is going to become basically what the Conference USA TV
or the
deal
WAC.
is.
Yeah.
So it felt like a just completely lateral move to me, if not a potential step back, because at least you had something where you can say we got some sort of rivalries with some stuff going on. You had UTSA and Conference USA. Actually, I think they just left too. But like with all this conference realignment, it's so hard to make that money from TV deals now, because with those teams that we just mentioned, who the hell is going to pay for them? Because that's not going to be on ESPN. That's not going to be on ABC. That's not going to be on CBS or any of that other stuff. You're going to have to buy a package to want to watch those teams. Who the hell is going to want to watch that?
UTEP at Wyoming.
I mean, come on, you don't want to.
What
UTEP
selling
Wyoming?
point do you have? Josh Allen went to Wyoming.
They played each other in 1967.
Hawaii's a beautiful island, a chain of islands.
But again, okay. So yes, dude, I love that, right? Like we get the Hawaii rivalry back.
Sure.
Dude, I ain't watching that game on TV. I'm trying to make myself go over there.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I'm going to all those Hawaii games if I can.
I mean, if you're a big time UTEP supporter, what you got, UNLV?
Yeah. That's
You
a
got
good
Nevada.
one.
So if you
That's
want
a
to go
good
to
one.
Vegas,
Yeah.
yes, something like
Well,
that.
there's some
enjoy
good
yourself.
places to go.
Yeah,
There's some great. I mean, obviously, there's always hey, you get to fly to Hawaii and this and that.
Hawaii is good.
The hell yeah, it's good.
I mean, we get to
Never
go
had a bad
to
time in Hawaii, buddy. You know, let me tell you, I was just there. You know it. You were there.
we get to go to DeKalb, Illinois as well. That's where I found
You
out
know
that
what?
Northern Illinois
It's
is.
better than Chicago.
And then we can also go to Fargo, North Dakota. I know they had a
Don't
TV show about that at one point, right? Like,
You still do.
so I mean, we've got those things.
Just don't go in the winter. That's for sure.
Oh,
I haven't been to North Dakota. When I was at Southern Miss, we played the Jackrabbits.
Beautiful
What's
state,
that?
isn't
South
it?
Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yes.
Beautiful states, though.
It's nice, but
Yeah.
freezing.
Not in the winter, buddy.
Freezing.
Not in the winter.
I used to live in Alaska. I'm never going back up that far. It will never happen again.
Philadelphia, Chicago, Alaska. We've been to some cold weather places, haven't we? Russia. Oy vey.
Minus 50
Oh gosh.
for like 8 months.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
With my
The-
kids,
How'd you
wife.
do that? How'd you do that? Did you even go outside when it's that damn cold?
He had to. That's how he had to go to work.
You have a driver.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. They give you a driver in Russia because
Thank
of the language and how cold it is. So like, we got
50
practice at
below.
10. He's there at 9, warming the car up and everything. Yeah.
50 below.
Yeah. Me, my wife, and I want to say,
Oh, boy.
was it Malik? Amira? Yeah, we stayed in the house a lot. Yeah, freezing. And if you get sick, they fine you like $5 or $10
If you get sick,
Yeah, because they give you these big
Carpets
coats.
and stuff.
Yeah, so if you get sick and you miss any games, they can potentially fine you.
Oh, that's
that
nice.
is wild.
What's the most unique place you got to play overseas? Because you won a championship too.
I won a championship at every level,
Yeah.
man, and that's what I try to tell my kids not to. I'll go back to your question. Just you got to make it about the team,
Mhm.
and we said that earlier. Like I won in high school, I won in junior college, I won at UTEP, and I won several championships in Europe.
Overseas, yeah.
But what was your question?
What's the most
Okay.
unique place you got to play? You played all
you
around
know
the
what?
world.
You know what?
Italy, I know you played in the Middle
honestly,
East.
You're gonna say something like El Paso.
Probably.
No.
Overseas, not El Paso. Greece? Did you play in Greece?
I never played in Greece.
Okay.
I played in Serbia, Belgrade,
Okay,
with the
Serbia's
fans throwing stick of dynamite at you during warm up. Yeah.
Oh,
I met the tennis player. What's the Serbian guy?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Djokovic.
Yes.
guy.
Like when he came into the arena, like it crazy.
Scott. It was like
Valley Divac. Yeah.
Hey.
But the most unique spot was probably, and it was a special time because I want to say Milan.
oh,
And
gotta
I'm-
love Italy.
And it's like all my success has come with a story. So my dad just got out of jail. He beat a murder. So I flew him out, him and my mom. They got to stay with me, my wife, my kids, in Milan. We won the Italian Cup.
Mm,
So I got my mom, I got my dad,
nice.
I got my wife, I got my 2 kids there. And yeah, Milan, I mean, it holds what, 15, 20,000.
Wow.
We go
Great.
win the championship. We get about 20, 30, I want to say $30,000 bonus at the end of the year. and we got to go party in Milan. So me, my wife, my mom stayed home with the kids. Me, my wife, and my dad out in Milan. Milan. Yes.
Man,
and,
that's awesome.
And you got George Armani sitting right there on the side.
Oh, wow.
And another one, probably Izmir, Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey's amazing. Huh?
Yes. We played Euro Cup that Euro Challenge that year. My kids was little. My agent was there. My wife's there. My kids is there. We go in there. We in the Final Four. It's a Russian team, a Turkish team, a French team. It was two French teams. They had Sean May at the time. Sean May and Joao Williams. So we beat the other French team. They had a player from Marquette that played in the NBA. We played the championship game. It's 3,000 fans. It's hot. We go up like 4-0. Halftime, we down 30.
Wow.
We had a Russian coach that played for Atlanta Hawks in the early 90s, like 2 or 3 years. He's like, hey, thank you guys for everything. I'm looking at the money because every summer, me and my wife, we go to Vegas. So all my bonus money, all that, we gonna mess up some money. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna travel, whatever. We come back and win at the buzzer. I'm talking about you got Turkish guys. Like we try to go cut down the nets. They had to like postpone our celebration for like 2 hours.
Wow.
Our families was surrounded by security. It was probably one of the best games I ever played in.
Awesome.
Now I'm talking about Izmir. I'm talking about I woke up from the praying because everyone's Muslims there. Like at 5 o'clock, Allah Akbar, like the whole country, like 5:30, like 5:30 in the morning. So like Milan and probably Izmir, Turkey was probably the best two experience in arenas. Yeah,
that's one of my favorite feelings. Like obviously I didn't get to play basketball at any of the levels like you did, like just high school, and then obviously like city leagues and things like that, right? But that feeling of we get to come back and you win that game and it's just quiet, the other team is mad as all hell. That to me is the best feeling in sports.
Oh no, it's unbelievable. But in Europe, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I was like, you say they're throwing sticks of dynamite at you.
I'm talking about sticks of dynamite. I'm talking about in the layup line. I'm talking about like you looking like as a hooper, like at UTEP. I never really stretched because like when I came out to shoot around, you got 3,000 students, the fans right there, like. You already ready to go, like oh, let's throw it up. But like in Europe, it's crazy because when you come back, especially don't let it be a rivalry. I'm talking like it was bad, like scary. Like you start winning, you start getting like frozen quarters, frozen batteries thrown at you. There's only about 8 security guards. They ain't trying to protect you on 10,000 fans. Like so, it's fun in the U.S. perspective, but in Europe it can get dangerous. Like in Greece, like Panathinaikos and Olympiacos, it can get dangerous. Sure. Like Belgrade and Partizan, it can get dangerous quick. Yeah, it's different rules. Yeah, and them dudes probably get what $10 an hour. Yeah, they
maybe
if they're lucky, and a pack of cigarettes. Maybe they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
No, it's different. It's different in the U.S. In Europe, but it's excitement though. It's crazy.
Do you ever like meet up with the old crew? Because like we said, we got some of the old UTEP players that you were with here in El Paso. Do you ever like meet up with them and just shoot around a little bit, see who still got it?
I used to go to Franklin workouts, play with Miguel. That's when I was just like kind of retired, still in shape. Jason just invited me to play in the 40 and over. I played in the 40 and over last year. It's been so long, I forgot how to like shoot a jump shot. Like when I shot the jump shot, like I was still on the ground. Like it was crazy. I had my wife, my kids, my son talking smack, but it took me about like 3 or 4 games, which is crazy. I lived and breathed basketball my whole life, but it was like walking again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, we don't really get together. I get together with Juan. I seen Gene last night at the Entrees football game, and I talked to Miguel. So no, but like playing basketball, nah. Like basketball served its purpose for me. Now I'm trying to help somebody else get to their goal to help their family. Yeah, that's my main job right now. For me, nah, I'll shoot around, but
yeah. And
just one-on-one with Brandon. I gotta watch that one.
We had fun last year shooting around. I missed every shot. You missed every shot. I tell you though, El Paso basketball has evolved quite a bit from the high school level. Just look at how far some of the teams made it last year, obviously, or even the year before with the Chapins and the Anderses and Burges. I think that it speaks volumes to what the coaches and of course the athletes that we have nowadays here.
El Paso's looked down upon.
Sure,
because you
absolutely.
think, they got little Hispanics, and that's the perception. You got some guys that really can hoop here.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're not just talking about like the Northeast. Like you got guys that can really hoop, but El Paso basketball is not enough unless you're a big time athlete. You got to play in AAU. That's where AAU comes in. Like you got guys that can hoop, and like okay, El Paso goes to Sweet 16, Elite 8. Oh, they got lucky this year.
Yeah, right.
That's the perception, but you got to continue it with AAU, like what Terreno Sun is doing, what Prince is doing. You know what I mean? Like they're playing in El Paso, they having success. They also are playing, getting their name out against the guys in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. They're traveling. You have to travel now.
Absolutely. It's a very, very important.
You have to. Just being good in El Paso, like I told my son, it doesn't mean nothing. Like, hey, we're going to camps. Put your name out. See what's out there. Because these are the guys that you got to compete against.
Look at Stansbury, the quarterback from Coronado. Now he's playing in California.
Yes.
He got the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, the athletes we have are tremendous. But
yes.
like you said,
you
have got to do more.
Yes.
If you want to really make it.
Well, I mean, you're an 8-hour drive away from Austin or San Antonio, Dallas. It's a long way to try to get out here and get eyes on you.
Sure.
Especially whenever you look at the rest of Texas, where you have like what they consider like the premier athletes out of Houston, Dallas, and et cetera. But is the AAU kind of like a double-edged sword, right? Because like we talk about how they're constantly playing, they're out there doing these things. That's where you have the possibility of getting more injuries because the body isn't resting. But you also got to do it to, show that you can play.
You have to now. That's the key because you're playing against high-level 4 or 5-star athletes. Whether you kill or not, you just want to show that you could compete. If you can go compete with guys in Dallas, Chicago, Philly, El Paso should be a breeze because you're not going to get athletes like that. You might run across a couple, but you talking about every AAU tournament, especially like the EYE and all that. No, you got to bring it every single day or you will get embarrassed. But it also put everything in perspective. Man, basketball not for me. Or like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, like you gotta put yourself on a pedestal. Like you gotta find out what's out there because you can't be blinded by El Paso talent because you got point guards that's my size. That's 6'5" now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
6'5" here is a center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to see that. And for like if you had a little Hispanic, little black guy, white guy, whatever, you're 5'9". You got to go play against a 6'4" guy.
Good luck.
Yes.
No matter how athletic you are.
But it put it in perspective. Like, damn.
Yeah. Damn. Exactly.
Yeah. You want a D1 scholarship? You want a D2? Like, no. They fighting for the same thing that you're fighting for.
Yep.
That's what it was for me. That was my wake-up call, being, playing at Socorro back in the early 2000s and stuff. Being 5'10", having to guard a dude that was 6'5". I'm like, I got no shot here.
No, you got a shot.
Where'd he go? He's already scored 3 touchdowns
I
already.
remember looking over at my coach and being like, why am I playing the 4? I'm 5'10", dude.
So,
Hey, I was athletic in high school, too. You know what? When I ran the 40-yard dash, they timed me with a calendar.
Calendar.
Full sundial.
That's your boy B.
Hey, you know what though? Like growing up in Philly, we played a lot of competition, but like when I got to junior college, that's when I really like Philly. I got player of the year, I got championship. I started to believe. I had bad grades. I went to junior college. So me and my best friend, we talking. He's like, what you think you're going to do out there? I'm like, 15, 5, and 3. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, or 3 steals. First game, I had 45.
Damn.
Now the confidence just built. Then I hit 71 game. Now I'm like, I might really be legit. Come to UTEP, get humble a little bit. Had that breakout tournament. now I'm starting to believe again. Now, like every chapter, it starts over, no matter how good you are. And then when I went to Portsmouth, I killed Portsmouth. And I didn't even get an invite. Everyone thought I already had an invite. I didn't get an invite. So Doc, hey, when you going to Portsmouth? I didn't get invited. So you get on the phone, make a phone call. Rodney Hurd. I fly out the next day. I killed Portsmouth. I was the first one to Chicago. We won the Chicago championship. I averaged 18. So now, in my own mind, I know I'm a pro. I don't know what level, but you got Bogut, Gortat, you got Alan Anstey, you got guys that I'm seeing on ESPN, ABC every Sunday, every Thursday, Friday. Now I know I can play at this level. I don't know if I'm gonna get the right opportunity to be an NBA player, but I knew I was a pro. And every step, every chapter, you got to go out and prove it. I tell my kid, like, no matter, you can have a big name all you want, you got to go out and still perform.
Absolutely.
And that's where the confidence come in at. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so you're from Philly. I got to ask this question just because we know the 76ers have had themselves an amazing offseason, getting Jaylen Brown, getting LeBron James. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I hate Philadelphia, everything about it. But my best friend is from Philadelphia, so it just shows you just what my life has become now. Everyone hates everything about me. Give me what you think Philadelphia is going to do with LeBron James, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe. I mean, they got a squad, man.
They do. I think that was a surprising move that LeBron went to Philly. But if you can make it work, egos aside, I mean, you got to think Jaylen's coming off his best year. LeBron's still a top 20 player in the league at 48 years old. You know what I mean? I think that move will help Joe Embiid because LeBron can talk to him how to be a professional. I'm 45 years old. Joe Embiid, you 30, 31 years old. You built like a 60-year-old man. So he's going to teach him about diet, how to become a professional, like off the court stuff, like how to maintain your body. I mean, it's going to be scary. That's a good squad because you can play LeBron at 1 through 4. Like, yes, I think that was a good move. I don't think LeBron's making $4 million. I think it's some back money like how they did with Kawhi. Yes. There's no way. Yeah.
No doubt.
That was a big time move. I think all the pressure is on Philly to come out the East. I mean, LeBron's a winner. You know, LeBron can get you over that hump. He can teach you how to win because he's been there so long. He failed at the highest level, but he also has success. So he can teach the younger guys how to slow the momentum, how to take care of your body, and play for longevity.
Do I have any hope with my San Antonio Spurs? Because the way they ended that NBA Finals is terrible, man. That was bad.
Honestly, he just got outcoached. That whole coaching staff should be fired because, like, at some point, you got to have some balls and be like, hey, coach, no, slow it up. They were playing like they were down the whole game. You up 25, you jacking shots up with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Why? Like, no, that was just outcoached. In New York, they ran against a New York team that got hot during the playoffs, but they were dogs. They were hungry. Jalen Brunson, I played against his dad, Rick, but you got to slow the tempo. You slow the game all the way down. All the way down.
The fact that they had a lead, the Spurs had a lead, a double-digit lead in every single game, and still found a way to lose that in a gentleman's sweep is insanity.
Coaching.
Yeah.
Now it comes down to coaching.
It did. No doubt.
Because, I mean, as a pro, you got to know, like, I get it. The game has changed. You want to jack up all these threes. No. Are you trying to win? Because if you shoot the ball even if you just hold it for 24 seconds, you don't lose. You get a couple buckets, but like you slow the momentum down. Because they jacking quick threes, and New York punished them off every quick shot. Yep. So I think it came down to coaching. He was a young coach, but his assistants got to help him. Like, coach, no. We need to run some sets, use some clock. Yes. And you got Wemby shooting 15 threes. Okay, post him up. He ain't got to post up. Let him face the basket. He can shoot. If a double comes, he's good enough to make the pass. I just think that they panicked, and the coaching staff just got out coached. Excuse me.
Seeing like again, just me being like the old head basketball dude that I am, the fact that they didn't have that veteran presence, right? Like you were expecting it to be maybe De'Aaron Fox, but again, you got to remember Fox is like 27, right? Like he's been in the league for a while, but he's not that veteran guy to kind of like slow you down. That's where I feel like having someone like Harrison Barnes actually in the game would have helped him out.
Yes, I think so too. But you know, NBA is behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know. You know, you got to play certain players. Certain players score too many points too quick. They get sit down. Like it's a business, man. Like and a lot of people don't realize that. Oh, this kid, this. No. It's a business. Like if you listen to the podcast with Carmelo, Matt Barnes, and all of them, they tell you what's the Asian kid that played at Houston?
Lynn.
Okay.
So the membrane.
So he goes on the podcast one time. He says he scored 25 points first half. Didn't play the rest of the second half. He said, we just got a call to sit you down. No, like if you're not really a basketball fanatic, you got to understand behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Certain, like, it's designed for certain people to succeed, and then you got to wait your turn. You know what I mean? Like, you go and kill too quick. No. Everything is managed.
Sure.
At the professional level. Yeah. You got to wait your turn, and you got to be in the right situation. But, yeah, everything is managed, and a lot of people don't know that behind the scenes. And I found out that really quick when I went to the Supersonics. I went from practicing into, like, getting reps up with Ray Allen and OTU on the sideline. I mean, you got guys coming in camp late. Hey, Brandon, how's the kids and family? So they knew certain guys from previous years of training camp and I guess the G League and all that. So like the affiliation. So no, everything's a business. I went from getting reps up to like, hey, OT, get to the sideline. I'm like, I call my agent like, this is BS. So I seen the business side of it quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Business is all about the agent. It's a business. It's a buddy system. Yes.
Yeah, as long as the money keeps flowing in.
Yes.
That's all they care about.
And a lot of people don't understand that because they just see like, oh, player got talent and all that. No. It's a $1 billion business.
Of course.
Yes, and a lot of people don't understand that.
How many times I say it, Brandon? If you're a sports fan, you don't realize that sports is a business. You've been hiding in the desert somewhere.
I got one for you though. Just think about it. You can't bet on a college game or a pro game and Vegas be so accurate. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me UTEP +4. If I get hot that night, I'm going to kill you. Mm-hmm. The numbers are too on point. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about football games. It's a one possession game damn near every game. But the scores, whether you're on the winning side or the losing side, it's too accurate.
Yeah.
You can't tell me a scorer like Kevin Durant. He goes crazy, gets 60, 70 points one night, but they only win by 4. Or the line is 4, they win by 5, or they lose by 3 points. Like
that's a shtick.
I mean, you look at it happen this year, right? With Bam Adebayo and the 83 points, they win by 3 somehow, like that.
3. So you're telling me when I score 70, we won by 40. Like this, you don't have a hot game like that and win by like that small margin. Nope. They special nights. Like they don't come. Everybody don't have those type of nights. So I don't bet on sports because I think all of it's rigged. In Europe, I've seen guys like average 6 points. This night he had 1 point, 4 turnovers. It's not a big deal because he's not the main guy, but he can impact the game too. That little 6 point. Yes, I've seen guys come. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
Envelope. Yes. I've seen it. That's why I don't bet on professional sports.
We saw it with Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. I'm trying to remember his name, but yeah, with the Toronto Raptors. That was just 2 years ago, right? Like that whole thing.
It happens a lot, man.
It's wild. But I still, like an idiot, bet on sports because I'm an idiot. I'm a degenerate. It's what I do, man.
We're
Mike,
degenerate.
you can bet, Mike. You just got to be on the right side of it.
Yeah, be on the right side. Know how to cheat right.
Well, you see, that's the thing. You got to remember last year, Brandon, with the NFL games, I won 68% of them. So I mean, your boys,
Still a putz,
your boys. Oh,
Still
I
a
know.
putz. Still a putz. Hey, we've had you on the whole hour. How do you like that?
Hey,
Can
look,
we
look,
shuck and jive a little?
hey,
This is great.
you guys, man.
We love you.
I
You're our
appreciate-
buddy.
Yeah, I love you guys, man. The energy is always good.
20
here,
years
man.
of friendship.
Yes, yes.
20 years of friendship.
We haven't gotten agrees. You stood me up.
We're gonna get agrees. We get. I mean, we.
You stood
I'm
me up.
always, what do you mean? I'm here.
Hey, you know what? It was his turn to pay, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
Oh, look at the time. Oh, I got a thing. I got practice right now.
Hey, B, let me ask you a question,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Because I know when you got your first gig at Austin, you were nervous as hell.
Yes, I
And
was.
you were calling me like crazy, Coach. I don't know what to do. Brandon, you've been around basketball, so
Yeah.
like the hardest thing, the biggest thing I told you was translate your knowledge and explain it to the kids. Like you were nervous. Like how do you like coaching?
I love it now. I mean, my first year was brutal. We won a district championship, got a ring.
Okay.
And now I got at least a ring for best coach in basketball history, one and done. I was going to retire with a ring, right? But now year 3, I feel much more comfortable. My knowledge is more vast, understanding the game overall and understanding how to work with the kids. Obviously the practices, can be a little challenging because they're so long and repetitive. The games are wonderful, but I mean, there's nothing like the thrill of actually coaching a game, being on the sidelines. It's a tremendous feeling. I love it. And thanks to you, I know a few things now.
Would you, if you had an opportunity, would you
Become a head coach?
pursue it? Oh yeah.
Is that what
head coach or go to the next level?
Maybe. I mean, I love being a sportscaster. That's my true love.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would honestly want to, do that aspect of it, but I mean, I wouldn't be against it just because I like a challenge. Let's put it that way.
I think you'd be like a great Dobo.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that like a bad name or something?
No. It's director of basketball operations.
I don't
So,
disagree with you there.
So like you set up the practice plans,
Yeah.
the travel,
Yeah.
degrees and spots,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well,
I think
when you become a head coach on the college level,
I'm
don't
trying.
forget about your best friend for
I'm
Adobo.
trying.
Adobo sounds good.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. So hopefully
that. I like
this is the plan. Hopefully the Canuts can translate over. Like if I can make the playoffs a couple years in a row, it can translate to a bigger opportunity. And my son will be done with high school. So.
And you have Adobo already.
Yes.
I take care of
and
business. I don't
Dobos
mess
is good.
around.
Like you're part of basketball, but you're on the business side, which is cool. Now, Adobo can recruit. Depends on how you rank your staff.
I
but,
could sell it.
I think you'll be a great Dobo.
I agree.
You're
I agree.
smart. You're good with time management and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know all the greases and all.
And I like
things and sticks.
teppanyaki too. It sounds like Dobo.
Yeah.
And I know all the greases. Don't worry. I know every grease that's
No,
great.
you'll be. I think you'll be a good
I'm the
Dobo.
masterful grease man here,
And I guarantee you, he's going to save the program some money too. He's going to find a way for somebody to pay for it.
Speaking of greases, it's time.
All right, y'all. Thank you once again, Omar Thomas. Thank you for joining us out here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Brandon, before we go, tell everybody about the Pick 6 one more time.
Pick 6, you get a good grease, 2 entrees, 2 sides, 2 fountain drinks, only $19.99. Add a cookie skillet on for $4.99. Mike and I, we're gonna get a good grease.
We are going to get ourselves some good food going on right here. Notice how he left you out again.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
always. Yeah.
No.
You
You
can let me
said
out
Mike and I.
because it's time for him to pay this time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta go.
Everybody,
Hey
thank you
guys,
so
thank you guys for having me on.
Our buddy, man. What a great show. Our buddy.
much.
I really do gotta